15.
At your age. Like, it's silly. It's so
I didn't
silly.
know he was 15, and I apologized afterwards. So why are you still using that?
You knew he was 15. Everyone knows he's 15. He's blatantly a child. But
If
what
you-
I'm
I have
saying
the screen
is, you
recording.
can't sit there and say about someone else, yeah, she told Georgia to fuck off, and Georgia's 17.
What age is Georgia?
Georgia's 17, and
Oh,
I
okay.
told her to fuck off, which was wrong. I said on my story was wrong. That was the end of the story. Me and Georgia literally texted each other that night and said, social media is hard enough. Let's never argue like that again. And that was it. That was the end of it. You decided to go on a rampage and drag that out. I never confronted you about it. Never
go on a
you
rampage?
follow me. I don't follow you, honey. I don't follow you. You follow me. So I don't know how you can sit there and talk.
I tried to unfollow you the other day, but when I fucking type your name in, it's because you
Well,
have the
don't follow me right now. Like,
find
there's no reason for you to be talking about me. You're talking about other people wanting attention, but you're going live talking about other people because
It was just because your friend was on and she brought you up, and I said that she shouldn't associate herself with the likes of you and
yeah, but you don't know me.
like
Nice you don't know me at all. You have
from what I can see on
you're
so annoying. Like, you talk so much and you don't ever let other people talk. You just talk.
Of course, I'm frustrated because you're acting like a child. You insulted my looks. You insulted my house. You insulted that I haven't bought a nice enough house for myself. It's none of your business. Act your own age. I never insulted your looks ever.
Can I talk or do you just want to talk?
Get your feelings out. Tell me everything that you know about me. Feel free.
I have feelings towards you. You commented on my age, which I think is a boring, and you said that and you mentioned my kids, and you said that I was 40. So then
where did I mention your kids?
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, interrupt me there again. Okay.
Because you're lying. Like.
Okay. So you went to my age and kept on saying about like how I should grow up. So I met you at your own level and brought up the fact that I'm a young hot bitch. So the age doesn't really. It's just a redundant point because 33, but I look really fucking good. Sexy.
You do look good. And I'd never put you down. I'd never, ever go on a live stream and say, I look better than you. Never. That is a nasty, nasty trait. That's disgusting. I'd never go on a live stream and say about a girl 10 years younger than me, I look better than you. I have a hotter body than you. Your house is horrible. I'd never, ever say your house is horrible. Everybody fucks up and everybody makes mistakes, okay? But when you are the person that you are online and openly a fuck up and openly make plenty of mistakes, you don't then go on to be a hypocrite and judge other people for that.
What mistakes have I made? Sorry?
Are you joking? I'm not even getting into that with you. I came live to talk to you about the statements that you made about me. And you're acting like a complete and utter child. You're 33 years of age and you can't have a civilized conversation.
Yeah, you've mentioned. Do you never get tired?
Why exactly are you bringing me up on a live? Like, if Keely talks about me, you don't like me. Just don't talk about me. Plenty. I've been live with a certain person that has brought you up over and over again the past week. And repeatedly, I've told them to stop playing the goddamn song and leave it there. And I join a live stream and see a 33-year-old woman is talking shit about me. It's completely ridiculous. Completely disgusting for someone that then goes on to say about other people.
Yeah.
Do you not see your own hypocrisy though? Let's be real. Like you're not.
I could talk, but you won't let me. So I'll just let you talk.
I've stopped multiple times for you to talk and you haven't talked.
You haven't stopped. You've just been running your gossip.
You were doing your lipstick. You were lining your lips.
I was, because you were just blah, 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 blah.
Go, talk.
Well, stop interrupting me.
Talk, go. I'm telling you to talk. You're now acting like a child again. Talk.
You literally keep on filling with words.
Go.
I can talk. I don't need you to prompt me. Okay? I can talk on my own live. I don't need you to prompt me.
Talk. I'm telling you that I'm not going to interrupt you. Go. If you want to say something, go.
Whilst constantly interrupting me. You fucking idiot.
Okay.
Like, what's wrong with you? The girl can't converse. What's wrong with you? Like. So, in terms of where to begin, okay, you kept on saying, oh, why are you talking about me? Why, you're 33, you're 33. Why are you talking about me? Why are you... I spoke about you because Keely came on my live and she was saying, everyone is saying in the comments, don't interrupt me, everyone is saying in the comments that Love Ireland is coming back. And I said, from what I know of you, from your online presence, Keely, I find her to have morals. She seems like a good, nice person. You and Ross, I don't see that from your Instagram.
That's completely fine. I don't think me.
So I just said, if I was you And because she was saying that she wasn't sure about the Love Island thing, and I was just saying I would just be careful of who I associate myself with. And then you started commenting,
like, I'm not here
age,
to actually,
and then I got bitchy because
okay.
that's what I do.
Well, I'll tell you what it was from my point of view, okay? I've calmed down now. I came on a bit frustrated. I apologize for that. But I'm going to tell you what I seen.
And I'm sorry for what I said. I said cunty things, but I was doing that purposefully.
Okay, well, what I seen from my point of view was I joined the live, and it was talking about how I am basically a bitch, but try to make it out that it's for other people, right? I'm openly a bitch, right? And I'm also a 23. Think back to when you were 23, okay? Did you know everything? Did you fuck up? Did you sometimes act like an egotistical cunt because you're 23 and you think the world is your oyster? Of course.
Well, I think let's just leave age out of it for a while. Because
you do, everybody
going to know everything. You're never not going to fuck up. That age has nothing to do with that. I'm going to be fucking up and making mistakes when I'm 69.
Yes, me too. Like that.
So I don't think it matters about the age, but I am. I think
too. I'm the same kind of person.
I do think that sometimes, like, you know, you are younger than me, and I grew up like with no, like, I only started, the internet only came around when I was in fucking art college, and it was scarlet to be like putting up pictures. So like I think like it would be so weird to put up pictures back in the day. So like I have a different kind of growth period from the internet, and so I think you and Ross grew up with way more, the internet being so much more impactful and a part of your life than it was mine, just because of the way the world works, you know. So I do think that, like, I know, like, from Ross, he is trying to gain, and I get it. Like, I mean, he's trying to gain, like, followers from kind of a bit of a negative standpoint of, like, dragging me or dragging different people to the week. And then I saw, like, you got quite angry to that girl, Georgia Dunn, and it obviously was getting loads of views. Like, I mean, regardless of what I thought about that live was goddamn iconic, and it was flipping hilarious. I watched that afterwards. I was like, oh my goodness, the brother, like, it was like iconic, and in terms of entertainment, it was great. But I do think that sometimes it can be kind of like addictive, and I've been there as well when I started the internet, and I'm fucking still clearly doing it. But like, I think it can be kind of addictive to see that when you kind of try to be this, like, when you social posture yourself as like, I'm the person who can, like, stop this. And I just saw, like, you talking about some guy who's apparently a pedo, and I watched a video of him on YouTube, and it's just, I don't know the ins and outs. It's really hard to follow, and I don't have the followers from it, which, you know, when I started, I'd fucking bitch about people and think it was gas, and I'd get loads of followers from it. But then I was like, oh, is this the right way to get followers?
So with the guy,
what am I actually rooted in? What do I actually believe in, you know?
I'm just very strong-willed, okay? When I feel passionate about something, I really, really feel passionate about it. It's no fakery. That is genuinely how I feel. Any of my friends will tell you that I don't just act like that online. That is me also behind the scenes. That's me. That's who I am.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
The pedo thing, and this guy went online openly and admitted that when he was in his 20s, had a relationship with a 16-year-old girl. That wasn't my big issue. My big issue was the fact that he was telling kids on TikTok that it is totally normal to be in a relationship with an adult while you are a child. In the comments of his TikTok, he was writing that 21 and 14 is okay. So I did have a huge issue with that. When I was 16, I was in a position, I ended up pregnant to a much older boy. So maybe, just maybe, it hit a nerve with me, and I felt passionate about it.
And that's so scary. But I think, like, just in terms of content and in a way to do it maybe less toxic. And I mean, because it's really difficult. Like, I don't know that fucking guy who you're talking about. I don't follow him. But I think if, like, for you to, like, to make content and, like, see that, which I understand if something like that fucking would trigger the hell out of you, especially if you're saying what happened in your past. So if you kind of came on and didn't use him and kind of maybe were like, this is just in a way to kind of, like, use it from your own story and not kind of be it that it's all about, like, dragging that guy down, because, like, it's just sometimes you can pick up things wrong from the internet and stuff like that, but what you can't pick up wrong is your own truth, and sharing that in your story and what you think is right is different than kind of doing it in a way of, like, pulling someone down, you know.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say there, I'll agree, I've fucked up before with dealing with situations. That situation, I could not agree more, or could not agree less with you. And the reason I mentioned and name dropped that guy is because there is plenty of mothers that follow me who have children who use TikTok, who they can then go on and block him from their kids' TikTok. This guy is absolutely not all there. He just made a video the other day about fucking my brains out so much, and I loved it. And another one the other day about how much he loves me. This guy is 100%, there's something.
Okay, but I do think that probably for your own benefit, it would be to just not interact with someone who's so toxic and fucking creepy, you know?
Yeah, but absolutely. And I made one video about this guy and he proceeded to make 50 about me. You don't obviously have TikTok. You're not seeing the full picture here. You're not seeing the full story.
No, I'm not. And I admit that. I'm not good at it, but I'm not, but I think it's a dangerous territory, to like be getting into
toxic, to name drop and bring others down whilst you're doing that on your live. That's my point of view. It's like, okay, I understand your point of view, but I find it hard to respect it when you're doing the same.
That is hypocritical. Yeah, it is. I mentioned you, but I mean, it's kind of like with you and Ross, because you seem to want the kind of clout. It seems like it's fair game. I'm not talking about fucking I mean, Ross anyway, and I mean, I don't know, like we haven't had a personal conversation ever, but Ross, has tried to fucking tag me in the hopes that I repost and get into a kind of war with him, because obviously, like, when you're having like arguments like this, your following goes up and all that kind of shit, So I know that I don't think Ross doesn't like me or whatever, and I would never address the fucking like him kind of, but I think that's how, and I understand it is a way to make followers, the way.
The thing about Ross is 15, right? And Ross makes a hell of a lot of mistakes every day. Me and Miriam are Ross's like guardians on social media. Ross puts up things all the time and I ring Ross, get that down now. All this week I have continuously, this is why it pissed me off so much. I have continuously said, Ross, turn that off about that song. I've continuously said, Ross, let's not bring that up about the issue, the last thing he was tagging you about, right? Now, he feels very passionately about that, but I know myself that there's no reason to continue to bring it up and bring it up and bring it up and bring it up.
There's not, but like either way, I mean, that's all I'm saying. And I think like, I don't even want to talk about Ross because he's so young, but I think he's flipping really funny.
He is funny, and he'll learn in his own time how to be more positive about it.
And like I said, I understand where, it's just different generations of like, you guys grew up with like way more of the social media impact than I did, which is just different. It's just going to be different. Like, I can't imagine how like my kids are going to grow up with never not having the internet.
Social media. I was extremely sheltered. I came from the country. I wasn't allowed on any social media. I grew up without social media completely. The thing about the clout really, really annoys me because I don't need clout or want clout. My Instagram, my TikTok, that's not what I'm focused on. I do OnlyFans. OnlyFans pays my bills. As long as I have clout on OnlyFans, I don't give a fucking shit.
Yeah, but it all is like the coggin or whatever like it helps.
Of course, yeah, but that's
like
I'm not starting fights on the internet to try and get OnlyFans subscribers. That's not the type of people I want to follow me. It's not it's not my target audience. Like,
well, isn't money? Like, I mean, I get people signing up to my ex-gals just because they want more content to hate on me. I don't give a fuck as long as like you. I mean, so your reach definitely like that's like, because I know like people that I know who would want to start OnlyFans and they don't have a following, and it seems to be only like kind of to do it if you have a following that you can capitalize off. I don't.
My Instagram is private. Like, I'm not. I went on my social media not that long ago and said if I didn't do OnlyFans, I would delete every single one of them. When I talk about something, it's not for clout. I have tendencies where I can become really, really obsessed with something that I feel passionate about. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that except for give it time and make mistakes and learn.
Yeah.
Have the energy to argue or fight with anyone. I don't know you, you don't know me. My only point was that I just found it really, really hypocritical, and I got really frustrated because you were talking about using other people and talking about other people for clout. In the same sentence, Keely had just mentioned my name, and you had gone off on one and spoke about me.
That is it. It is. I admit that.
That was it.
Totally. I listen back to stuff on my podcast, and I'm like disagreeing with myself. It's fucking weird because like we're always, you know.
Yeah, but that's the same thing you criticized me for doing, because you did mention.
I apologize for that. That was wrong, and I apologize for commenting on appearances and stuff like that, because that's not cool. But I was just trying to be. I was just being a cunt, to be honest. And
okay. Well, I'm
in terms of the talking about the house. Obviously, it's amazing that you bought a house, and I was just again being a cunt. But I do think that that's always your comeback. And I think if you want to, like, and like, fair play to you, you're proud of your home, as you should be. That's a big feat. I am 33 and I'm renting. But I do think sometimes if there's a debate at hand, to like, if we just, I think it's good to discuss the fucking, like if we're discussing the topic at hand instead of like being like, oh, you're old, or oh, I bought a house, what are you fucking doing? You know the way?
Yeah, well, I'd agree with you there, kind of. I'll tell you now, because you also didn't see this. This is maybe why you kind of don't understand me and kind of pick up on things wrong. So when I was doing TikTok, I got memed for the longest time. Literally for probably about 6 months, I got memed for living in a mobile home in my parents' back garden. And when I bought a house, it was a huge deal for me, because it was like, oh my God, like, you can't meme me anymore. Like, I have a house, that's it.
What's memed?
Meme is like, I don't know, like just constantly making a laugh out of you and making a joke out of you.
Okay.
But that's like, that was a big reason why I blew up so big on social media at the time. I'm not anymore. I'm irrelevant now, and I couldn't be happier to be irrelevant. But at one stage, like, it was just Kneevo all over TikTok. Like, every video was about me. And it was because of little kids on TikTok memeing me for living in a mobile home and calling it a caravan and everything else. You've seen it a couple of times here in the comments.
Yeah.